Greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson. I am a wildlife and food forest garden designer. That's my new moniker. Today I just wanted to I'm doing a big old clean up in the polytunnel. As you probably know, some people probably know who watch what I talk about. The family's had COVID in December, so things, kind of life gets in the way a bit, which was pretty grim. So yes, do look after yourselves. So I am started now to get round to setting up the polytunnel. You can see Ronnie Barker there in the background, posing dutifully. And a big part of the clean-up, really, what I'm trying to do is to move over to more perennial vegetables, and it's getting there bit by bit. So here in this bed here, I've got some feverfew coming up and some clover and things, but I'm not too fussed about that because my main focus here is to get the pots in the ground, and the holes that I've got in there, those are the perennial chilies. They're kind of perennial chilies. They are pubescens. Is the species name. So they're kind of slightly more robust chilies. They need less looking after, and I've grown them in pots before, and they do last, but they can't handle frost. Not that we've had any, so that's cool. I'll put those back in the spring. And then I've got ground cherry there, but again I need to harvest more ground cherry and tidy that up. They should be all killed back by the frost, but we haven't really had one or two frosts, hardly anything, and it's like ridiculously warm here in West Wales. It's crikey, it's about 12 degrees. So on the very day, it's the warmest. It's 9 degrees Celsius in the polytunnel. So this is the warmest January. It's the warmest New Year's Day, the warmest New Year's Eve on record, and it's the same day that Priti Patel says she's going to clamp down on eco-protesters. So that's good, isn't it? Because that's really going to help with the climate emergency, is clamping down on people saying we ought to do something about it. So moving swiftly on for the rest of the polytunnel, I do want to get some more perennial veg in here. There's a vine coming up there, and then there's the Cape gooseberry, and then I've got some Chilean guava at the back with some strawberries, and then I've got some aubergines at the top, which are they're kind of overwintering with the roots in, which is the same that I'm going to do for the Cape gooseberry. So there'll be kind of more perennial type crops, and then I've got some yacon to be planted out there in that bed there. So the next job is to tidy up that lot, harvest the ground cherries, the Cape gooseberries, and do that. So that's exciting. What I am also doing is a top tip. If there's a really lovely guy, Charlie Warner, who runs what's it called, Dinky Nurseries, or Grown in Wales. He has a commercial nursery doing sempervivums and herbs. Bloody brilliant, lovely plants. He's really good horticulture. He's a proper professional horticulturist. And he had a whole load of 9-inch pots, which he doesn't use anymore, 9cm pots. And these, he let me have them for free. They're like unused. There are 3 boxes of them. And I've used them for potting on strawberries and ground cover plants, some rubus. So I've got a load of them. But what I am doing, I've got a client who has donated a whole load of supermarket trays, and they're brilliant. If you can ask a supermarket, these are old ones apparently, and ask if you can get hold of some. And I'm just using them to store the 9cm pots in, and then I'm also going to use them to store old jars and stuff in, because everything around here gets wet and rots. I've got an awful lot of clearing up to do here. Obviously it's not as bad as it looks, but I've got some more shelves to go up and stuff. So I'll be doing that. That's my job for today, sorting out some pots and then clearing that lot. And then I've got some more, a bit of pruning to do. I've got a Berberis stuff to do. I'm also on the lookout for vegan gloves. I did come across, I messaged Cleve West, who's a vegan garden designer, he's brilliant. He's like proper vegan, and he suggested donkey gloves, Claire's Farms. I put a link in the notes, and I've asked her if she's making any gauntlets, but because basically, I don't know if you can see, I've gone and scratched the hell out of my bloody arms, out of my hands, putting it. I can't really see them, but brambles, berberis, and roses, and I've just kind of scratched the hell out of my hands a bit. So I want to get hold of some vegan gauntlets. That's the next thing. So donkey gloves, I'm going to get a pair of them to see how they go, just as they are, but something to cover your forearms. And that'll do for now. That'll do for today. So hope you're having a good New Year's, keep safe and all the rest of it. Tomorrow, Monday the 3rd of January at 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. I have my free beginners workshop, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Do spread the word. I will be talking for an hour non-stop, and then I will be looking at people's designs. I've got a brilliant idea, I'll tell you about it. It's to use people's experiences and spaces as inspiration for templates. So a forest garden template, I kind of quite poo-pooed the idea when I started out. Everything has to be customized, but not everyone has the time and not everyone has the inclination to design their own garden. So if you can give people ideas for like a framework for thinking about stuff, and then say, now choose your own plants to fit into that framework. So you have, for example, windbreaks, and 5 meter windbreaks, 3 meter windbreaks, 2 meter windbreaks, evergreen windbreaks, deciduous windbreaks, nitrogen fixers, big nitrogen fixers, little nitrogen fixers, and then you fruit shrubs, fruit trees, 4 meter fruit trees, 2 meter fruit trees. You get the idea. So you just say, these are the patterns that you can use, and I'll be asking people about the spaces that they've got who come onto the workshop, so to see what space they have, and then to kind of get some ideas together, and then use that as a foundation for creating kind of forest garden templates. I might call them something else. So start from a general pattern, forest garden patterns. So start from a pattern and then work from there. Anyway, that's enough of me yabbering on. Hope to see you, some of you. I've got a live stream on Wednesday as well, Wednesday 10 o'clock. I'll be talking about my latest, well, not quite the latest, really exciting cliff top garden project that I'm doing. Okay, see you soon. Cheers, bye.